Welcome to this new moon in Pisces meditation. The moon joins the sun in Pisces at this time, beginning a lunar cycle themed around our relationship with mystery and the unknown. This can be exciting for some and nerve-wracking for others, as individuals handle uncertainty differently. However, if we embrace a sense of acceptance, we can navigate the events that arise with grace. New moons also bring old cycles to a close and allow us the opportunity to renew our perspectives. We are also entering the closing cycle of the current season, further reinforcing the sense of renewal and change. It is a good time to reflect and to calmly assess our lives. If you are new to this channel, my name is Sahil, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation. My name means guide, so you are in good hands. Please begin this meditation by making yourself comfortable, either sitting or lying down. There is no right or wrong position, as long as you are supported and relaxed. Once you feel settled, allow your eyes to gently close and shift your awareness to your inner world. Allow your breathing to become relaxed and soft. Breathe in gently through your nose. Allow the air to circulate in your lungs for a second or two, and then gently exhale through your mouth. Stay completely relaxed as you breathe, and scan your body for any tension. With each inhale, search for tension in your body, and with each exhale, release that tension, progressively making your body softer and more relaxed. Feel your body becoming heavier and rooted to the surface beneath you. As you breathe, notice your thoughts slowing down and the feeling of becoming more relaxed mentally as well. Feel your nervous system settle as a sense of calm takes over. In this meditation, you are safe, protected, and guided. There is nothing that you need to attend to or worry about right now. You just need to become as relaxed as possible in the moment. As you deepen your relaxation, you realize what a wonderful place this is to be. In the sacred safety of your meditative state, no troubles exist, and you are insulated from the outer world. Visualize that you are standing in a serene forest with beautiful hues of green surrounding you in the leaves, the moss, and the ferns. The ground beneath you is lush and vibrant. There is a gentle sway in the leaves, and this gives you a sense that the forest is dancing around you. You notice that in the distance, through the trees, there seems to be a shimmering of some sort. I will count down from 5, and with each count, you will move closer to the distant shimmer. 5. You begin to walk towards the shimmering light, and you notice that the bed of leaves beneath your feet cushions your footsteps. These leaves are soft and don't make a sound, or at least not the sound you expected. It's a gentle, soft noise, not a crumble or a crackling. 4. As you draw closer to the shimmering light ahead, some light from up above begins to peek through the leaves above you, and the golden light illuminates your path ahead. 3. As you continue ahead, the dense foliage seems to thin somewhat, allowing you to peek a little further ahead through the leaves. 2. Through an opening just ahead, you see that the forest ends at the banks of a huge shimmering lake. 1. You emerge from the forest onto the banks of the enormous lake in front of you that is shimmering with vibrant colors. Not like water, but like a mercurial liquid that is reflecting the warm colors from the setting sun. You sit cross-legged on the banks and observe the nature surrounding you. There is a sense of stillness, and you only hear the calming sounds of nature. The water gently lapping at the shore, the soft wind, and the gentle sound of the leaves rustling together in the forest behind you. You pull out your notebook and pencil, and you begin to make a list of the things that are holding you back. You consider your repeated cycles and what places, people, or things you need to leave behind and why. With a sense of deliberation, you write down each entry and reflect on what doesn't serve you any longer. You reflect on how your growth has been impacted by holding on to things that don't encourage your growth. Sometimes these are limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging behaviors, people-pleasing behaviors. You resolve to let go of these anchors and to close these cycles. As you complete the list, you notice that the new moon is rising as the sun is setting, and the light reflected by the mercurial lake changes from hues of oranges and reds into blues and silvers, echoing the night sky. You take a look at the page in your notebook with your list, and you examine each entry closely. Etch them in your mind, as you will now let go of these anchors. You tear this page out of your book and fold it several times, making it a small, compact wedge of paper. You notice a leaf on the ground close to you that resembles a little boat, and you pick it up and place your folded page onto it. You walk towards the water with a sense of determination to let go of the people, places, and things on your list symbolically, as you prepare to release the leaf with the page into the lake. You step into the water, and it is refreshing and cool. Not cool enough to feel cold, but just enough to feel refreshing and revitalizing. You lean over and gently place the leaf and page onto the water and push it away from you, whispering under your breath a goodbye. As it gently floats away, with a subtle ebb and flow in the water, you feel the connection between you and the items on your list dissolving. You can feel the weight lifting as these triggers, anchors, and attachments drift away into the distance. As the leaf becomes smaller and drifts further away, the paper suddenly ignites in a purple flame. This purple flame burns vigorously, and you can visualize any remaining connection to the things on your list being vaporized and disappearing into the night sky. You watch it burn as the flame becomes less vigorous and slowly resembles a candle flame that gently flickers as it dissipates. Once the flame burns out, there is no remnant of any attachments anymore, as the spontaneous purple flame has consumed them. Now the lake is only illuminated by the dim glow of the new moon rising. Its gentle silver luminescence bathes the water and landscape, and you open yourself up to its renewing energy. It is in the light of this moon that you become a magnet for inspiration, determination, and alignment. As you have made space by releasing what was holding you back, now it is time to fill the void with what will propel you forward into a new trajectory of growth and progress. You can make this process intuitive and efficient by observing different categories of your life. Our lives are enriched by several aspects that all come together to result in a life of fulfillment. These aspects are health, wealth, connection, creativity, and knowledge. Let's take a few moments to focus on each of these. Your health is your most important asset. It should be your highest priority because no matter what else you have achieved or accumulated in life, if your health is at risk, you would give up anything to preserve your health. So this is your signal to treat your body and mind with the care and attention it deserves. Your body is nourished by the foods that you eat, so be sure to consume high-quality, unprocessed foods that are high in protein and quality fats. Single-ingredient foods are the safest options, and they can be combined in many different ways to satisfy your palate. When the ingredient list is long or contains unrecognizable ingredients, it's time to put it down and choose something more wholesome and natural. Reduce your consumption of artificial, processed, industrial, or fast foods. Reduce consumption of all sugars, including the obvious table sugar and sugary snacks, but importantly, all refined carbohydrates as well, because all carbohydrates will be broken down enzymatically into glucose by your body. This is one of the most important steps to correct your food intake because frequently elevated glucose levels cause insulin resistance and eventually diabetes, particularly in inactive individuals. So you need to move your body daily. Walk, stretch, play, or run if you like. Allow your body to reach its full potential. Strength training is the ultimate health hack to reach your peak because lean muscle mass is a predictor of longevity. Resistance training strengthens and builds lean muscle that is more efficient at fat burning than cardio. This is because muscle tissue absorbs huge amounts of energy for growth and repair even long after your exercise session. As much as you exercise your body, you also have to exercise your mental wellness. One way to ensure that we sabotage our mental well-being is to be out of alignment with who we are. When we pretend to be someone we are not, or put on a facade to fit in or please others, we suppress parts of ourselves. But these parts of us don't go anywhere. They just remain hidden, out of sight, until they are forced to emerge. We can't hide from who we are, and trying to fit in to suit others is a self-sabotaging act that never works in the long run. You are better off letting go of people who don't accept you for who you are. There is nothing more fulfilling and satisfying than being accepted for exactly who you are. Find this tribe and hold on to these people. The ones that want to see you being exactly who you are and love you for it. With all your imperfections and flaws, you are accepted, loved, and cherished. You should settle for nothing less. Wealth is essential because we live in a world where everything that we need to survive has a cost. While there is a finite amount that we need, having more than we need can be liberating, not only to enjoy some of the fruits of our labor, but it also allows us the opportunity to empower and uplift others. Building wealth is possible for anyone with consistent habits. Even small and regular contributions into an investment can yield extraordinary results. The key factors to building wealth aren't superior intelligence or an uncanny ability to read the markets. The key factors are discipline and consistency. There is a famous fable about the peasant and the king, wherein the king challenged the peasants to a chess tournament, offering the winner whatever they desired. The winning peasant requested that he be given the sum total of wheat, calculated by adding a single grain of wheat to the first square on the chessboard, 2 grains on the second, 4 grains on the third, and so on, with the quantity of grains doubling with each square. The king, who didn't realize the power of compounding, agreed to this, and after the sum total was calculated after 64 intervals, being the number of squares, the grain required was so large that it could stretch to the sun and back over 390,000 times. It would take more than 700 years to import this quantity of grain. This is an illustration of the power of compounding and is the most important concept to understand when it comes to wealth creation. Consistent growth over the long term will always beat larger short-term gains. So examine your daily habits where you spend money thoughtlessly. Maybe it's a cup of coffee a day, for example. Have you calculated what that would be worth over time? If, for example, you invested $5 a day and your yield was 12% per year, after 30 years, you would have saved almost $450,000 just from sacrificing a cup of coffee per day. This is the power of compounding over time, showing that even small amounts can grow with discipline and consistency. Think of any wasteful or indulgent spending that you could invest instead, and how it could transform your life over time. Now is the time to make some changes. Connection is the lifeblood of existence. We are social creatures designed to thrive through social connections with friends, family, and romantic partners. True connection occurs when we feel free to be ourselves and not hide any parts of ourselves. This can be difficult for many because as children, many of us learned to subconsciously adapt our behavior to feel accepted and validated. Depending on the environment that we grew up in, this could have had many unforeseen circumstances in our adult relationships. Many have felt the need to hide parts of ourselves, to not express our true opinions, and over time, this causes inner conflict. Whatever we suppress or hide will eventually have to find its way out. The pressure builds until it can't be contained any longer. This may take years or decades depending on the individual. The uncomfortable truth is that if you are in company where you don't feel safe to express yourself fully, you are in the wrong company. Whether they are friends, family, or your romantic partner, if you have to hide parts of yourself, you will not be able to experience true connection. To go through life without experiencing the safety and vulnerability of an authentic connection would be tragic. And once you have experienced it, it is virtually impossible to settle for anything less. Start to develop unfiltered authenticity in your relationships and let the cards fall wherever they do. You will soon realize where you are accepted for who you truly are and where you need to place boundaries. You will find that the quality of your relationships and connections will improve because you will start to attract energy that matches yours. Life is too short to have relationships where you can't be yourself. So take control now to create the connections that match your frequency. Creativity is an important aspect of life that many of us lose in adulthood. Sadly, for many of us, we may even have had creativity suppressed as children by parents who may have disregarded creative pursuits because they didn't perceive them to be financially rewarding in the future. Arts, music, dancing, creative writing, and other similar activities are actually essential not only for the stimulating way in which the mind is activated, but fostering creativity also has an impact on our problem-solving abilities and our tendency to think laterally. It's quite easy for us to look at the rational and scientific reasons as to why creativity is so important for us. But the most important aspect of fostering creativity is the sheer joy that it brings. And don't we all need more joy in our lives? And contrary to popular belief, there is plenty of financial reward available for creative who also have a business mind. There is room for both to exist in one person, so don't be dissuaded from your creative pursuits if they fulfill you and ignite a spark in your soul. With many creative endeavors, we experience learning through a sense of play, and learning a skill through play is adapted much faster than forced learning methods. If you have a creative outlet, give it your attention and make sure that you practice frequently. If you are yet to find your creative pursuit, explore the options available to you, whether it's painting, drawing, playing an instrument, dancing, or whatever seems interesting to you. With varied experiences, you will find what is meant for you, and the joy and fulfillment you will experience will add layers of meaning to your life. One of the most wonderful facts of life is that we never stop learning. There is always a way to improve our knowledge of what we are already familiar with, and also of new topics and experiences. When we keep our mind open to new information, we are able to constantly re-evaluate and reframe situations and circumstances in our lives. At any given moment, we can only interpret our worldview based on the current level of knowledge in that moment. With an open mind, new information and improved knowledge, we may interpret things differently today than we did a week ago, for example. Acknowledging that we can always learn more gives us endless opportunities for growth as an individual. In this day and age, where we have all the information in the world available at our fingertips, we are in a hugely fortunate position, far more fortunate than generations before us that had limited access to information. With time, effort, and dedication, you can become knowledgeable on any topic you set your mind to. Could we be any luckier to be alive in this time where information is freely available? We don't have any excuses to remain naive and ignorant when with a few clicks and scrolls, we can learn about any topic that comes to mind. Knowledge is power. This is an ageless truth that will remain constant forever. How will you use it to your advantage? Take a few moments now to reflect on your health, wealth, connections, creativity, and knowledge. How will you take this opportunity to transform your life? There is no time like now to make transformative changes in your life. The new moon energy is a reminder that you can always change, transform, renew, and reach your full potential. Harness this frequency and activate your forward momentum. Tap into the future feelings of realizing all of the transformative changes that you wish to embody. Those future feelings are the reality that you can create by taking action in the present moment. Feel deeply into those feelings and allow them to fill your body with positivity, warmth, confidence, fulfillment, security, passion, and love. Lock in these feelings and start to come back into your body slowly. Notice the sensation of your breathwork as your chest gently rises and falls. try to locate the sensation of your heart beating in your chest. Focus your awareness on the sensations in your skin all over your body. You might be able to feel a warm, tingling sensation of the energy surrounding you. You may want to write some notes or journal after this meditation if some interesting thoughts came to mind. So make a mental note if this is something that you feel drawn to. It's been a great pleasure guiding you through this meditation, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you feel called to, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video so that more people like you can find it. Whenever you are ready, slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to guiding you again soon. Take care.